Hey guys, this is Neil for Headlight Cleaners. I want to try to be a little bit more, active in putting up some videos here. I kind of been, a little bit inactive, just going through some things. I'm trying to get back with you guys to touch bases on some things. And I know one of the things you really might want to be educated on, and that's removing clear coat. And so I'm going to show you the way that I do it, okay? I'm not going to title this video, Removing Clear Coat the Right Way. I mean, sometimes you see titles like that, right? I don't know if there's really a right way. I mean, I think the number of ways that various guys might do it, it does the job, okay? So, but you want to do it correctly. But the idea of doing it the right way, it kills me when I see some videos titled like that. But anyway, I hope you guys learned something from this. Because I know if you run into some of these clear coats, I mean, it can blow your mind. You'd be like dealing with these clients, and especially you guys just starting off, and you'll find yourself in a situation like, oh my goodness, I can't do nothing with this headlight. Something about this clear coat. So I'm going to show you how to do it, and you're going to see the first part of the video. I talk about using 400 grit. I was using 400 for a while, and 400 grit does do the job, but it takes a little longer. So my suggestion is go with 320. Now, some guys might say go with 300, go with 260. I probably wouldn't go that course because, the plastic is going to be really, really scratchy. So maybe 360 or 320. Okay, so I'm messing myself up. 320. So the 320 is going to really be the best one to go with. Okay, so you want to go with 320, and 320 is really the best way to get it off faster, And so you're taking it off faster, but you're not going so coarse that, yeah, you're taking it off faster, but you're leaving a lot of deep scratches. So that's why I think 320 for me is pretty good. So I'm going to show you some techniques of really doing it. And the best way to really do it, I mean, for me, okay, other guys might have some other opinions, but my best way of doing it is to do it dry. Okay, I used to do it wet. It takes a while when you're doing it wet, but if you do it dry, it's going to go faster. But there's some things that happens when you're doing it dry, and I'm going to tell you that in the video. Okay, so anyway, if you are really interested and you think this is going to really bring you some value, then go ahead and give me some like. Go ahead and subscribe, because I am going to be putting up these videos every now and then of just some of the experience that I've gone through and just some of my encounters, because you're going to run into them, especially if you start off new. Everything will be going really nice for a while because you learn the basics of doing headlight restoration, but then you're going to run into some headlights that's going to you're going to be on the spot, especially the customer standing there looking at you, and you're looking at them, they're looking at you. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to kind of show you a little demonstration of what I do in removing clear coat off of headlights. It is something that you run into, and if you haven't experienced, you probably will pretty soon. So hopefully you're seeing this video before you run into those situations if you're doing mobile headlight restoration to clients. So anyway, let's get right to it, and hope you guys enjoy it. But it works better if you do it dry. This part here. Now this is a 400 grit, just so you know. Okay. So because this clear coat is not as thick, that's why I'm using a 400 grit. So as you can see, I'm making a good progress here. And so you really do have to try to get as much of that clear coat off as possible, because if you put the auto ceramic on it, you're going to see this. You're going to see these little lines. So, and it's going to show that you missed some. See, you can see that clear definition, the clear coat down here, what I removed up here. And another interesting thing, you want to kind of see this angle. I'm going like this, and then I'm going to cross. So you don't want to just keep doing this all the time, You want to just kind of go across the angle of it as well. When you're dealing with different plastic, it's just you're going to deal with different thickness of clear coat as well. So I went with the 320 because that's really just the best grit to go with to take it off. You don't want to go with something higher than that, like a 400 or 500, because it's just going to take you so much longer to get it off. And it's better to do it dry. Now, I'll be honest with you, you're going to have to make sure you have quite a bit of 320 grit sanding discs. So make sure you buy plenty of those, because you'll go through them. And when you're hitting and attacking it, you want to actually kind of go with the edge. You want to just kind of like stab at it. You're stabbing at it. And when you're stabbing at it, that's really the best way. And you're going to get it off really fast when the disc is still clean, still new. But after a while, it's going to cake up. Then you got to take it off. You got to change it. Okay? Now, I was trying to experiment with some things where I would wet it. I wet it, and then I would take the hook and loop side of the other one, and then I would just kind of do that to scrape it off. You can do that. It's only going to last for a few seconds once you go into it again. But I only did that because I didn't have enough 320 discs. But you're going to go through your 320, so make sure when you order them, you order a bunch of them, because but you want to go through it quick. If you don't get enough of them, you're going to be scraping like I was doing, scraping it off, and it's going to take you a little while to get it off. But it'll come off really fast when you do it dry, 320, and you just kind of hit it, and not too fast speed, just a kind of a medium type of, speed, and you'll see your progress. And all you have to do is wet it, and when you wet it, and then you wipe it, you'll see what the line is that you have to finish getting the rest of it. But you have to do it dry, and that'll take it off really fast, So that's really a good process of doing that. And then, like I said, you want to be kind of stabbing at it, and you're kind of like leaning on the one edge of the sanding disc when you're doing it, and you'll scrape it off real fast.